Hey guys, it's New Life for Jen, or Jen. Today is October 25th, 2012, and I'm coming on today to do a 3-week post-op lower body lift update. First off, the swelling has gotten much better. It pretty much now is just in my midsection, and sometimes it'll go into my hips, sometimes in the evenings. So it just depends on how much I moved that day, or, pretty much the more movement you do, the more swelling you'll have by the end of the day. So yes, it's much better. It is not in my feet or my legs anymore, thank goodness. My skin is not so sensitive as it was, because it was sensitive even to the touch because of how swollen they were. Incision is doing great. No openings, no seepage, no nothing. It is perfect. I have one drain left. It is still draining kind of like a light pink, and he wants it to get more orange or clear before I can pull the last one out. I'll be glad to have that last one out. It's been 3 weeks now, and it is time for it to go. Just because the spot where the drain goes in is just tender and raw, and that area of my skin is just sick of having that foreign object in there. So I've been babying it with, Neosporin and, lots of clean cloth-like material around it to keep it so it's not rubbing on your clothes, and it's just in the pain in the butt spot anyway. But then to have it to where it's aggravated, it begins even more tricky. So really, that's the only pain I have left, is that the area where the drain is going in, because it's tender and raw, and if you move a certain way, it feels like it's, ripping apart. Other than that, I am getting around fine. I really don't have that much pain in my midsection at all anymore. I am to the point now where it's very itchy. Everything itches, and that's a good sign for me, because that's telling me it's healing. So, yeah, I definitely would say that the breaking point for me, where I was in the most pain, was like the 7 to 10 day point, and then it lasted till like the 2-week point, and then it started to get better. And the doctor's office kept telling me that I was going to wake up one day and it was going to be much better, and I just didn't believe it. I thought, this is going to last for months, this is going to be awful, and then you go through all those things of, why did I do this? This is awful. You hurt everywhere. And it's not that you hurt, you're just uncomfortable. The swelling just makes it so uncomfortable that you want to take the pain meds just so you can sleep. And it has nothing to do with the actual pain of the incision. It just has to do with how uncomfortable you are due to the swelling. So that has gotten much better, thank goodness. I'm telling you, if I would have had to go months and months with that, not saying it's not going to come back, but if I would have had to go any longer with that, it would have been trying, because it hurt. Hurt everywhere. So what else? Weight went back into the 140s, thank goodness. I think it was at the 12-day point. Man, that was like my worst swelling day I had. And I think I saw 160 on the scale. It was just crazy. And I'm not even really looking at it as oh my gosh, what do I weigh? I'm just making sure it's coming down due to the swellings going down. It might be off a little bit, because the other thing I wanted to talk about is, increase of quantity of food. Yes, can happen very easily when your band is totally unfilled. I didn't push it that week after I had it unfilled before surgery, just because I was focused on protein and doing the right thing right before the surgery. So I didn't, whatever, but just to say, in this last week, I have had Subway for the first time in 19 months, meaning I actually could eat the bread, and the whole 6-inch Subway sandwich, no problem, went down fine, like it used to, and I could probably have went more, because there's literally nothing in between, my mouth and my regular stomach, so I need to go get a fill. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get down, because I found out today that the Columbus location where I usually go for fills, which is only 2 hours away, their location they were doing their fills is not available, so they're looking for a new location, so that pretty much means I'm going to have to take a drive down to Cincinnati. So that's like an all-day excursion, 4 hours there and 4 hours back, so I don't know when I will be able to get down, but it's going to have to be soon, because I don't want to gain a whole bunch, you know, waiting for this fill. And I could see it just happening just out of natural hunger. And I guess when you have a total unfill, you realize how much the lap band suppresses your hunger. Not just about quantity, but just about, I mean, I physically will feel my stomach growling in between meals, letting me know it's time to eat. So, just so thankful for the tool. And I wanted to give a shout out to Melanie and Stephanie. Both of them had issues where they thought Stephanie did have a slip band, and Melanie, you know, they had thought she did. So just having to go through the mental part of it, I'm sure was awful. And to Steph, I know, I can't imagine. When I had found out from you before surgery, I thought to myself, let's stay positive. Her doctor's great. They're going to fix her band, and be darn he did, and that is just fantastic. So I'm so very happy that you're okay. Melanie, I'm happy you're okay. Chantry, I just watched your video today. I hope that everything goes good with your liver testing and all that. I feel bad for everybody having issues with their bands. Somebody else was having an issue with their band. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah. Oh, Angela Bradley. Oh, she has a popped board again or something. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. I don't know if you're freaking a maniac with exercise right after they put that new one in there and you're just blowing that port right out, or what's going on. But I feel bad for you too, because it seems like you were so gun-ho before the lap band. You lost so much before you even had surgery. And then it's like you've had nothing but problems, so that just stinks. So, and then Jen Lee got her revision to the sleeve. So, yay! There was some good news in the mix of all these bad news. So, yeah, that's 3 weeks post-op. I don't know if I should show you. I guess I can. I will show you my incisions. It just sucks because you gotta... I'm not in my normal clothes yet. I'm kind of like living in sweatpants, and you gotta wear bulky stuff because, you know, of the drain, and you don't want people to see it. I mean, luckily I went back to work this week, and I work by myself, so I could show up in my underwear and nobody's gonna know. So, but, you know, like going to the grocery store and stuff, you have to conceal a lot of stuff, and so that stinks. So yeah, my skin's just itchy everywhere. Not just in my incision area, just everywhere. So let's see if we can show you here. This is the binder. I just been wearing the normal abdominal binder. And then under the binder, let me pull this down. This is what I'm saying. You have the stupid drain wire everywhere. Yeah, that first one, I'll have to bring it out one time and show you. The first one, now this is at the end of the night, okay, see how this is, like, I am swollen, and I keep this on just because I'm a fruit, and I feel better if this is around my incision area. I keep this, it's like a ace bandage, so I keep that around too, but as you can see, that's all swelling. And then it makes this up here swollen. So, the incision, I keep that paper tape on it, and I love it. At this point now, I'm not putting Neosporin because the incision is actually really well healed. I am just putting Mederma on the white paper tape, and then I just put it right on. And then I take it off when I get in the shower. And there's my port. He actually placed it, he did not have to do a whole port revision. He just gave me, he just put it more defined in my muscle. So now it just doesn't stick out. Like, you can barely see it. Now, I'm sure once the swelling goes down, maybe you'll be able to see it. So, this is me. 3 weeks post-op lower body lift. So, that's that. Yeah, I think that paper tape was one of the best things that I could have. I was so glad that I watched Kalwanda's video about that cloth paper tape, because I don't know if I would feel as safe without something on the incision, and you wouldn't want to keep something as heavy as the, like, gauze or maxi pads or whatever you would use to keep it on there. And it is weird because everything feels better with compression. You would think that, oh my gosh, you would want to take this stuff off. It is the exact opposite. You feel more I feel better with it on. And I don't know, I'm going to have to get a new one here too, because this one's almost to the point where I can't. I mean, once the swelling goes down some more, I'm going to have to get a new binder. This one was a medium, so I'll have to go to a small so that I can still make it tight. But the thing is you want that tightness of the binder. I don't know. It not only makes everything feel better because of being swollen, but it just gives you this sense of protection around that area. I don't know. I can't explain it. I know that the surgeon recommends, I believe at the 8-week mark, they want you to try to do more without it. I guess there's something where people will come dependent on wearing that binder all the time. And you know, this is the reason why we had the surgery, so that we wouldn't have to wear shapewear and all this stuff. So I can see where that would probably be an issue. You would get used to that comfort of wearing it's kind of like a shaper in a way. So, but I think that's all I have to say. That's my update. I'm sorry it's kind of long. But yeah, 3 weeks out, so much better this week. There is hope. Those first 2 weeks, I'm not going to lie, they are hell. Just that first week, I think it's more, you're just disoriented and you're just learning how to move and how to function right after everything. And then the second week is, for me, when the swelling hit, and it was just total hell. Swell hell, that's what they call it. So, and then every day after the 14th day, it did get a little bit better. And then Sunday into Monday this week, it was just a huge improvement, which was so weird because I had to go back to work Monday. So, and it was by myself. My husband had went back to work as well. So from Sunday night, I mean, to laying in bed swollen, to waking up Monday morning, and, you know, a lot of it was just gone. So that's when my turning point was this past Sunday into Monday. So, alright guys, that's my update. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye-bye.